Hey, it's No Way Out.
Hey.
It just hit me. I was about to say something wrong, but yeah, we are at the Cow Palace
At
in California.
2:15:04.
Yeah, the day after Valentine's Day.
Man.
Who are we gonna show some love to here at the beginning?
Well, there is no love lost between our opening match of the night. For the first time in, I think, the history of our company.
Well, actually, I opened WrestleMania with a top title match. That's what this is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so-
the top title match.
Yes.
So we do open up this show with Shawn Michaels versus Triple H for the AEW Undisputed Championship. Yeah, I'm gonna be straightforward. I didn't really plan much out for this match because it's Shawn Michaels versus Triple H.
You could literally look at Royal Rumble's past, not in our universe, but the real world. Armageddon from the past. I'm pretty sure Bad Blood from the past.
Yep. Bad Blood for
SummerSlam
sure.
from the past. Like, there are so many instances.
Literally very, very various options. It's very, very rare these two have a bad match. This is the same case here. Obviously, to get to the point, because that's what we're here for, Shawn does win with Sweet Chin Music. At the end of the match, this is where the important stuff happens. So, after the match, Shawn extends his hand. Triple H accepts the handshake. Shawn leaves the ring to give Triple H his moment. The crowd's actually very proud of the solid performance Triple H did, because this is like 04 Triple H. So even though this is Reign of Terror era, he's actually pretty good at wrestling now.
Well, and we also haven't done Reign of Terror either.
Yeah,
So that
they
helps.
don't hate him as much.
Exactly. That certainly helps if you aren't lording over the show and making every good guy look like a fool.
Yep, definitely helps. Evolution comes out to pat the back of their top guy, and that's when the lights go out. Gaines pyro hits, and the Devil's Advocates are in the ring.
I like that.
I phrased this in my notes as a Nexus level beating. They're quite literally tearing ringside apart.
Ooh, I like that.
You have to remember this is the first time we've seen Christian since lost the world title.
Yes.
So Christian sending a message to not only Evolution, who helped him lose his world title, but also to the rest of the Raw locker room. Hey,
I'm back.
But it ends with them pulling up the boards. Christian, not the boards, pulling up the mat.
Yeah,
to expose the boards.
I knew what you meant. Yeah, expose the boards.
Yep. I'm about to say, have you seen any early AEW matches, anything in 2019, specifically with Jon Moxley and Kenny Omega? Great example.
But like you said, Nexus also did it.
Yep.
Way earlier than that.
Indeed.
I have a quick question.
I have a quick answer.
Is Ric Flair wearing a suit?
Oh yeah. Well, he was.
Are we going to be doing some necktie violence?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. I was about to say this is Ric Flair. If he's not in the suit, he's wrestling.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There is some necktie violence. O'Hare yanking
on
the tie. He does not get fired. At least not yet. He's got a few more months.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's got a short time left.
Yep, short time left. Christian orders Kane to tombstone Triple H onto the boards. He then picks him back up, hits a kill switch, stands on his neck. The Devil's Advocates are back.
Yeah, standing tall. That's a heck of an opening.
Yeah, I was about to say, we need some time, obviously, to,
repair everything.
Fix everything. Yeah, that's the one downside of destroying the world. So there's a nice advertisement about,
where it all begins again.
Where it all begins again.
Definitely a good shout for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We could also promote, perhaps, Raw tomorrow night live in a town near you.
Yeah, I believe it's still in California.
I'm sure it is because SmackDown's also in California this week, so I'm certain they didn't leave.
Oh, I've actually wrote it down this time.
That's cool.
It's in Bakersfield, California.
Oh, I've been to Bakersfield.
I actually.
Oh my goodness, that's where I met Rey Mysterio.
Oh my God, you've lived my dreams.
Yeah, he and Ranjan Singh were the only people willing to take pictures after the SmackDown taping.
That's actually pretty dope.
Oh yeah, I've lived a good life, brother.
Hey, God bless. After that short intermission, we come back in. It is now time for the AEW Women's World Title to be defended. Linda Miles is going one-on-one with Lita. This is her first championship match, I think, ever.
Sure, certainly.
I don't even think she got a championship match in reality. So
no, she was very imposing.
yeah,
I feel like
big
she
woman.
was. I feel like she was like a prototype Jade Cargill, except obviously Jade has lived up to the expectations.
To be fair, Jade has way more charisma too, like just natural.
Well, I meant like a size as far as.
Oh, just you mean like
yeah? I just like visually they had. Well, I mean Jade still does. I haven't seen Linda Miles in years, so I don't know. But like they have great height, great abs, muscles galore. So it's like
I have no idea if she still got the muscles.
Yeah, me either,
I know she's still tall.
Exactly, that's true. But what I mean is, Jade Cargill, and the big difference is though that Jade lives in an era where women are thriving, whereas Linda lived in a world where it was a struggle to get 5 minutes.
Yeah. Shoot, 5 minutes.
That's what I said. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like 2.5.
Yeah. Unfortunately, due to relative inexperience, she doesn't get too much longer than 5 minutes.
That's true.
Long-term help of Gail, she actually is able to take full advantage of her size and power to control Lita throughout this match. However, Lita's the women's champion for a reason.
Yes, very experienced, whether it be Mexico, ECW, all over the indies.
Yep.
So, whatever Gail has brought to the table for Linda Miles, Lita brings to the table all on her own.
Yeah, I'm about to say by herself. So she already got it in her head while Linda has to be coached.
Correct.
For the same information. But sometimes that's just the ways of the world. The finish of the match comes down. Linda goes for a big boot while Lita's in the corner. Lita ducks out the way. You got Schoolgirl in this case.
Yes.
Schoolgirl will roll up 1, 2, 3, and Lita retains the championship.
Beautiful.
Nice and simple. Not every match needs to end with a finisher, but I do tend to do that a lot.
Well, and if you choose to do something different, it makes it stand out.
Exactly. It does help. Next up, we have wrestling's greatest tag team coming out with Jackie Gata, Stacy, and Kurt. Because Kurt doesn't have any work to do tonight, so he's there with the crew.
Yeah, mentor.
And versus Tajiri and Carlito for the AEW tag team titles. Gail Kim staying out with Tajiri and Carlito.
Makes sense.
Linda obviously just had a match, so she's heading the back.
Yeah.
And Regal has a match later on tonight.
Defeated and probably deflated at this point.
Yes.
Emotionally.
I'm about to say confidence hit, taking her first loss in her career. So got to get her head right. That's what our fearless leader, our gentleman villain, will be focusing on as he's getting ready for his own championship match with Rob Van Dam later tonight.
Love it.
So these two teams have been feuding together on and off in various types of matches, 8-mans, 6-mans, 1-on-1, and now once again getting to it in the tag ranks, trying to fulfill Gail, Regal, and Eric's very early prophecy that they will become tag team champions. Will they do it tonight? I don't think these 4 guys are capable of having a bad match.
Oh my gosh, I am blown away that both Carlito recently and Shelton Benjamin
just
period are going at it hot and heavy and as believable 20 years later, 21 years later, whatever,
than they were now.
Yeah. And that's the funny thing is like some people are just absolute naturals at it, and
some people just it's literally just in their blood.
Yep.
Well, for Carlito, it actually literally is.
Yes, correct.
But you see all the hits here. The tarantula. Carlito hits his backbreakers. The wrestling's greatest tag team hits the leapfrog, which such an athletic move.
Absolutely.
So we finally end up breaking down. Tajiri spits the mist into Carlito's face by accident.
Yep.
When Haas ducks out the way, Benjamin German suplex Tajiri off the apron onto the floor in the safest manner possible.
Sure.
Obviously, I'm sure they could figure out a way to not kill each other. And
well, here's the thing: he wrestled in ECW, so I'm sure he probably took some gnarly bumps in his day.
Actually, in hindsight, he probably would have ate that bump and just kept walking. Man. So Gail tries to get through, but a wall of human and Jackie, Stacy, and Kurt kind of get in her way without touching her,
of course.
obviously. And that is just enough. Meanwhile, Carlito is blind from the mist. Charlie Haas locks in the Haas of Pain, and Carlito has no choice but to submit.
Love it.
Next up, we have Ultimo Dragon, the legend, defending his Evolve title against Goldberg.
WCW all day here.
All day.
My goodness. And it is the two polar opposites when it comes to the company.
Literally as drastically different as humanly possible.
Yeah, so I gotta hear it. What is your plan here for Ultimo Dragon versus Bill Goldberg? Because there are two totally different match styles clashing here.
Yeah.
And who is winning out? That's the big question. Whose style is this match?
Is going to take over. Exactly.
Because if Bill is going to put in some work, there's basically 3 guys I can think of that Ultimo Dragon would have to follow in the footsteps of. Diamond Dallas Page, Raven, and Chris Jericho.
All guys that can just pull a great match out of anybody.
Exactly. And so, if this is Ultimo doing great work, then he has to have made a few phone calls, took some notes.
Sorry, hold up. Yeah. Gotta watch some tape for this one.
Exactly. Chris, I need your help here.
Yeah.
Help me out.
Lord.
Or, conversely, it could easily just be a
2-second match.
Yeah.
So, I did go somewhere in between. So, again, you know the rules for the Evolve title. Obviously, no outside interference. But the important one here is the challenger picks the stipulation.
Oh, yeah.
So, Goldberg gives us a 10-minute time limit match to play to his own strengths.
I like that. That's smart.
So, Ultimo has to
beat the clock.
Beat the clock, essentially. Yep. So, most of this match is Goldberg trying to get his hands on Ultimo. And Ultimo being the evasive master he is and master technician. He kind of treats Goldberg like Regal treated Goldberg.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
To a degree.
That's another great shout when it comes to Bill Goldberg matches.
Yeah, even though Goldberg hates that match.
Of course. But I mean, it's one that stands out as being different than the norm.
Exactly. And because of that, people remember it.
Of course.
I personally thought it was very good, but I mean...
I don't think William Regal... It's a hard press for me to think of something William Regal did. I'm
about to say,
but wrestling.
I like the real man gimmick, but I also like those kind of like goofier wrestling.
Sure, yeah. But I mean, wrestling wise, it's hard for me to think of a William Regal moment that I was like, man, because that guy just knows how to do it.
Yeah, one of the matches I always think of when I'm like, oh man, I always forget how amazing Regal is. It was when WCW and New Japan had that Japan Super Show. I think it was I want to say it was the third one.
Okay.
With I lost the name. Whoever he was wrestling, they were some of the stiffest strikes I've ever seen. Like, at no point in time did I think, I know this is safe as humanly possible, but it really looks like they just hate each other because they're beating the crap out of each other. I might have to look up the name because of the Japanese wrestler he was wrestling.
Yeah, it's funny. The guy I was thinking about might not be the case, but I was thinking of Tenzan.
Oh yeah, Tenzan would have great matches.
Yeah, there was a few years in a row where they made Starrcade the culmination of, I think it was called the World Cup. Basically.
Yeah, I forgot about
where they had New Japan go against WCW. And he always stood out to me as a guy. Well, that and he played the Power Warrior in place of whichever Legion of Doom member couldn't make it to the New Japan show. Thank you for being here at Mr. Super Oz. This video is going out, and this channel only exists because I, Oz, founded Gamble Comics, which first release was Everlasting Survivors, a 68-page graphic novel called All Day Long. Available now. Follow the link in the description that will take you to gamblecomics.com. While there, you can get hats, shirts, posters, much, much more. But most importantly, the story itself.
Shinya Hashimoto.
Oh, there you go. Hashimoto.
Yeah, no, it was an excellent match. So literally, they're just whole match, just stiff strikes. Hashimoto's bleeding from his nose. Like, I think, like, within 5 minutes of the match. On, like a striking masterclass for sure.
Yes.
But also just like the holds you see you put on. Every hold looks like it hurts. Every hold looks like, oh my god, his arm's gonna pop out of socket. Oh my god, his leg's gonna be dislocated. Oh my god, that crossface. You can actually hear his neck cranked. It's just a beautiful. I saw someone because I saw it on Instagram remind me of it, but it was there was a comment this is what violence looks like if it was pure art.
Yes.
And it's such a good match. Highly recommend to go watch it. That's kind of the type of wrestling Ultimo is trying to get Goldberg on now, and it works for the first handful of minutes. But Goldberg again is a beast, a beast of a human being. So he's finally able to get Ultimo off of his feet when Ultimo goes for a side moonsault in the ring. So bounce up top rope. Goldberg hits him midair with a spear and then picks him up, jackhammer. 1, 2, 3. Takes 9 minutes.
Yes.
But Goldberg is able to win the Evolve title.
That's cool.
And I think this is his first title in AEW?
Correct. Yeah, I struggled mightily to both keep him undefeated and not without a title.
Yeah.
That's why the LLC attacked him and kept him out of the Elimination Chamber. It's the reason why Christian and crew used every underhand attack to get Starrcade.
Yeah. To make sure he did not lose.
But also didn't walk away with the belt.
Yep.
It is a burden off my back that you now have Bill Goldberg and I do not have to worry about figuring this out anymore.
Well, I only have to worry about it for 4 weeks, so
that's okay.
Pretty easy. But yeah, Goldberg, I will say he's both the easiest and hardest human being to book in the history of time.
Yes.
Because he's limited in what he can do, but what he does so well that you can find ways to make it work.
Yeah.
But the problem comes when you try to find ways to make it different.
Well, that, and like I said, once he was undefeated for 6 months, I was like, how the heck do I keep a title off of him?
Man, right. At this point, I'm like, so how do I justify him not winning? It's kind of like watching, not as drastic an example, obviously, but in AEW with Hologram.
Oh, okay, yeah. Use Wardlow as an example.
Oh, Wardlow.
When he was
running
Powerbomb Symphony and everybody was like, how is this guy not strapped up?
Yep. And then he got hurt. So actually, same solution.
Exactly. Unfortunately, terrible solution.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about an example of how do you keep the title off a guy, and then you book it badly, Ryback is the example.
The one. Listen, I don't like
referee.
Ryback.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Evil referee was a bad way to go.
Horrible call.
Because Brad Maddox.
Oh my lord.
It was terrible.
Just everything about that storyline was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I know that the whole point of CM Punk holding the title for 434 days was so he could drop the title to The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, if they'd have just strapped up Ryback, and then had,
honestly, The Rock beat Ryback, I wouldn't have cared.
Well, that would have been fine too. But what I was going to say is then have it be the justification for the introduction. I know I was just mad at myself.
yeah, all good.
Of the Shield. Is the fact that he lost the title at the pay-per-view before.
I think it was Hell in a Cell.
It was.
Yeah.
So Ryback wins the title at Hell in a Cell in October. Then the Shield help Punk win back the title at Survivor Series. And then he drops it to Rock. Now, granted, it wouldn't have been a 434-day reign that Rock ended, but who cares? Rock still wins the title. Happy-go-lucky, good times.
Yep, happy-go.
Or whatever, Rock gets what he wants. The end. That's what
I've never been the biggest Ryback fan, but even back then, I was like, all right, yeah, probably should strap this guy up.
Oh, yeah.
He was
what you call over.
He was very over. He was extremely over.
Yep.
Well, that's a classic Vince McMahon decision if I ever heard it. Vince got a Vince. Next up, we have the man we were actually having a full-length discussion about 10 seconds ago. Lord Steven Regal versus Rob Van Dam.
These are two great top-tier guys.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Have they?
Yes.
I'm sure they wrestled.
Title match, WrestleMania 17.
Was it 17?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember what year.
Maybe it was 18. 17, 18. It was one of those 2 years.
It would have had to been 18, right?
I don't know. You can just look, but my point is it was the opening match of one of WrestleMania. Okay, so 16 was the one they called WrestleMania 2000. So it wasn't that one. 100% wasn't that one.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're right. It wouldn't have been 17. It would have been 18 because 18 was
the hardcore title at all?
It was post Invasion.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was, a post-invasion. So, because that's how Rob was in the company. But yeah, so it was the opening match of WrestleMania 18. I'm sure they had like TV matches galore.
Sure.
But that's the one that really stands out to me because it was, for a championship.
Yeah, for something that mattered on a stage that mattered.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to have to rewatch that match. Because I'll be honest, don't remember it.
I remember Rob Van Dam looking like $1 million.
Yeah, but in that area, he always did.
I know, right?
I was about to say, it'd be harder to find a moment, especially at that time frame where Rob wasn't firing all cylinders, over as hell.
Yes.
Really, I'm surprised. Again, it's the same with the Goldberg situation. Like, they had Rob lose when he needed to lose. Yeah. But really, he was so over.
Van Dam was the guy, the literal only guy in the entire alliance that was cheered like he was
a hero.
Well, a part of the WWF.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else, didn't matter if they were actual WWF guys like Christian and Test, or if they were WCW guys like Helms and O'Hare, they would get booed out of the building. But Rob Van Dam was the one exception to everything. They're like, I don't care whose side you're on, you're cool.
I'm about to say, it's because he literally was cool. He had the coolest gear, coolest moveset. His entrance music was cool.
That, and he also, he just carries himself like he isn't affected by anybody's opinion. I think that's one of the...
Probably because he wasn't.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the case, but my point just is when you present yourself like people's opinions don't bother you, then oftentimes people's opinion are, oh, I like that guy.
I like that guy. Yeah. I'm about to say, people like to see in other people what they don't see in themselves.
That's true. And so often people are self-conscious.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. So somebody like Rob Van Dam really sticks out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Really sticks out to you. Like I said, we've got great examples of matches.
I'm probably showing them all.
I already popped them up by now. But this is a good, hard-hitting match. Regal has literally no one out there because his entire squad has been very busy today.
Falling short.
Yes, falling really short. But as the leader of the group, as the leader of this alliance...
IAEA, so International Allied Elect Assassins.
Elect Assassins.
Yep. Because you didn't want me to use the word elite because of
AEW. Because I do remember that.
Yep.
Perfect.
So that's why I just looked for a synonym. It's like, what is like this but not that?
Say, what is a similar word with the same letter? But yes, whole squad's been falling short today. Yale and Tajiri are trying to help Carlito because he's blind.
Yes.
So he quite literally needs to go it alone tonight. But the great thing about Regal is
he's capable.
He's very capable. So in this match, Regal doesn't even cheat. He just has a good match with Van Dam. This is actually Regal trying to prove, hey, I'm a worthy United States champion. He's hitting his plethora, I believe that's the correct word, plethora of suplexes, showing his amateur skills, trying to keep Rob off the top rope, out of the air.
Smart.
Because that is where he's the most dangerous. Meanwhile, Rob, obviously, not too shabby a wrestler, but he's nowhere near the skill level of Regal.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to do the exact opposite, trying to bring out his arsenal of kicks. Anytime he gets any space from Regal, he's going in top speed, trying to do the leg roll up that won him his opportunity.
Yep.
To get this match. Doesn't work though. Regal kicks out, but the match closes out with Van Dam hitting a wheel kick, heading up top, going for the 5-star frog splash. Regal rolls out of the way. Van Dam, who already hurts himself on this 5-star frog splash, even if he hits it, is ribs are killing him. Regal's able to let Rob get to his feet, locks him in a abdominal stretch, and then drops to the floor so Rob can't escape. Rob has no choice but to tap out.
Cool.
It's a nice, fun U.S. title match. Good match. Shows Regal's prowess, shows Rob's athleticism. But at the end of the day, your gentleman villain has retained the United States Championship.
Beautiful.
And now we are at the main event of the evening, and I'm so excited for this match because I don't have to book anything.
Well,
nothing changes but one thing.
I'm going to unbook something as actually the case of this match. So, in the real timeline, at the True Cow Palace, Bill Goldberg arrives because Steve Austin gave him a ticket to the show.
Oh, yeah, that was how it got there.
And the explanation was because Brock and Bill had been going back and forth, both physically and verbally, since Survivor Series into the Royal Rumble, and now culminating at No Way Out, building to them going one-on-one at WrestleMania. However, we don't play that, and we don't need that, because Eddie Guerrero does not need Bill Goldberg's assistance or interference to win the match. Everything else about the match remains the same.
Exact same, no change. Well, aside from one thing, it's not for the WWE Championship. It's for the right to go to WrestleMania.
Correct.
To wrestle Shawn Michaels.
I think this match is the perfect example of working your character. So Eddie is the superior technician. He's working from beneath, and Brock, he is, at this time especially, an egomaniac who believes in himself as the murder machine that he was / is.
Yeah.
And it was just a perfect illustration of what both men do so very well. You can easily just have Brock's ego get too much of him. You know, they can easily do a rough bump, because that's fine if you want it.
I mean,
but you don't.
It's an Eddie Guerrero match. There's going to be a rough bump.
Absolutely, and so you don't need the outside interference. While the referee is down, Brock can be overzealous, knock his head on the ring post, be stumbling, eat 3 amigos, take the frog splash. The referee can come to 1, 2, 3, and Eddie Guerrero has maintained his right to main event WrestleMania, where it all begins again.